Hello, and thank you for joining me. It's ASM Regular, and I am so sorry that it's taken me a week. It's taken me a week to create another video. I've been very busy, excruciatingly busy, um, with work, and I don't mean to take so long when my channel is so fresh and my subscribers have been so loyal already in sticking with me. During the last couple weeks of a video games development cycle, it can be quite crazy, psychotic. I have probably worked about, on top of the regular hours, probably another 50 hours a week, every 2 weeks. It's like 12, 13-hour days, so please forgive me. As by the time I'm home, I'm tired of doing a lot of things and I just relax for about 20 minutes and then go to sleep. So I found some free time this weekend to not this weekend, specifically Sunday after my overtime shift, to make the king, the backbone, the towering, powerful king. So, as you can see, we took the base of the knight and we're modding it a little in order to better suit the king's needs, because the king is a man and his legs aren't the same as a horse. In my absence, I've finished reading Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It was pretty good, I would say. It had wonderful moments. And it had moments that were highly fan fiction feeling. which is okay. It wasn't written by J.K. Rowling entirely, anyway. Anyway, I'm just shaping the stem of the king. I decided to do the king because I need to get all the pieces done. And I'd like to start showing you guys some UV and texturing, so I can show you guys the process and what exactly a game engine reads. I mean, you might turn on Mass Effect and see a pretty gun, but behind the scenes it just looks gray like this. So why does it look gorgeous on your television, and why does it look so blasé here? I missed you guys. It's been too long. I'm gonna try to. It's the video game I'm making launches at the end of next month, so the amount of work needed is going to taper off drastically next week, and I'll be able to devote, that's a nice word, devote, devotion. I will be able to devote more time to making content for you. Content. I've played with some settings on my microphone, and it's totally weirding me out. I can hear my own voice twice, on top of hearing it come out of my mouth first. So I'm not too sure how this audio is coming through. It sounds like there's four of me trying to say things to you. So I'm creating the collar for the crowns, for the king's head. I'm completely making up the pieces' names. I don't actually know if there are specific names for these pieces on the chest, weapons, these tools of warfare, strategy. Now, I'm shaping the pieces with simple everyday commands. You can see me select edge loops and scale them. The box, the tool with the little squares, that is the scale tool. And the arrows, that's the move tool. The big circle every now and then that you see is the rotation of the tool I use to rotate. I'm just going to get a drink of water. So, the king has this second little ridge that we need to create, and I'm just taking my time. I wasn't really trying to make some sort of record here. No. I was also very tired. There's going to be some cuts in the video. There's going to be some cuts in the video, and that's where I maybe concepted how to get past a certain piece, or maybe actually as one of them was a phone call, and I had to just kind of sit there and nothing happened on my screen for a long time. I'm just gonna try to make some noises in the back of my talking with my Xbox One controller. So, if you hear some buttons, that's that. What have you guys been up to while I was gone? if you have any questions about what I'm doing or suggestions of stuff you'd like to see modeled, it would be pretty easy to take a break from the chess and intro. Sorry about that. I'll try to cut that out. Take a break from the chess and the intro video and do a speed sculpting video or something. On my personal Facebook page a few months ago, before I got my new computer, I asked my friends and family what they would like me to create for them in an attempt to broaden my abilities. And the first suggestion was a bike, a tandem two-person bicycle. A very specific one. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And I think I will. It's either going to be that or some medieval weaponry and stuff like that. Here you can see I've created the top of the crown to the grandiose king and his. Oh, here's our first cut. So, needed to find a picture to see the shape of this topper right here, and this seems to be a bulge right at the top, and then this cross shape. I started to create it and completely messed up. I was looking at two different photographs and I have no excuse. So I cut that out. Nobody wants to see dirty modeling. All right. Here we go. This program Maya is very powerful for rendering cut to, and what I'd like my next video to demonstrate that. I'll be showing you guys how we create glass, and I'll be showing you the glass spheres from the ASMR intro video, and that's going to take me a long time to create, but I will cut it down, try to make it easier to showcase. Okay, I've got the bulge created, and now I am going to kind of get the shape or the idea down for the size and the dimension of this topper, this little cross. So if I can recap, when you see cinematics or film or video games, and people complain about the CG or they praise the CG, this is where it all starts. There is a polygon, a gray square, and it has 4 vertices. And those vertices are connected by edges. And then within those edges, there is a polygon. And our polygon, our geometry, our mesh, a collection of polygons suited only for one thing, and that's to create a silhouette. And on that silhouette, we shine lights. We shine lights on that silhouette to show the texture. And the texture is what we see on the screen, and we love it or we hate it. And the texture is painted on by using a UV sheet, which is every polygon has a second piece to it, a UV in the same shape, preferably. And we have to map that out in order to paint it. And I've been talking about this for a while because I'll need need you to understand it when I get there so that I can just go and explain as I go. Explaining as I go will be twice as easy for you guys and for me. Alright, we're almost done, except not. This is where I started getting distracted. I was also watching the newsroom on the side, the political drama with the political drama with Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges. Not Jeff Bridges. Jeff Daniels. Amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, here we go. So it has this weird bulge, bendy vase looking piece, and I was originally just going to make it a separate piece and then sit it on top, but like I said, I was just tired and making all kinds of mistakes. And this is easy stuff here. And for whatever reason, I just scraping through it. I've modeled cybernetic legs and arms, entire suits of armor, and demons. I'll put a link to my demo reel for when I graduated from college a couple of years ago in the description below. So, the shape of this is so weird to me. And it took me a few tries. It wasn't so much that it was stumping me, it was that I was testing out one way to do it and then another way and different ways to see which would be easier. I'm just going to reposition myself on my computer chair. Hold on. So, after a few tries, I found out the way I wanted to do it. And I just went at it. You occasionally see stuff going on between programs, or maybe my start bar. that's where I play Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege. And believe it or not, I'm going to attempt making a video of that. So you can see here I'm just trying to get a soft edge from all angles so that when it's viewed from certain angles, it doesn't look jagged, faceted. When when I press 3 on my keyboard, you can see it get really smooth. That's because of a thing in Maya called subdivide. Subdividing takes the mesh and multiplies the geometry by whatever number you tell it to. I believe it is defaulted to twice the amount of polygons. So trying to create this concave edge here in a pretty fashion, yet give the outside a bit of a slight bump, which doesn't really exist in the live piece. I just think it'll come across nicely. And maybe it won't. We'll know later. Okay. So I'm just, instead of making the top half in piece by piece and extrusion by extrusion, I'm simply taking it and mirroring, duplicating. I'm going by the philosophy that you should always work smarter, not harder. There. Look, did everything I just did in a fraction of the time. And I'm just cleaning up the model now. Little bit of house cleaning, lining up some edges, and there's a lot of stuff that's out of place. And I got this vertex here that's merged itself together, so I'm gonna do it individually. There. Okay. There might be some background noise. My roommate's doing something I can't quite tell. Okay. See, some things are just bent for some reason. I don't remember doing that. There we go. Nice and easy. Now, the shape is done essentially. I just need to top it off with this tiny little ball. What I imagine would be a crown jewel, a massive diamond of sorts, or opal, amber, some sort of weird gem name, crystal. So I tried a couple ways. First, the best way to guarantee that you have, okay, let me start over. So I changed from cylindrical shapes to rectangular to make this cross. Now I need to get back to cylindrical to make the sphere. And the best way is to get the shape first. I can point by point bring everything in to form a circle, but that won't be perfect. So the best way is to get a circle. And just like this, bridge. Boom. Now we have everything back to cylindrical form in a nice, even manner. The only problem is I made it too big. It takes me a little while to realize my failure because I wasn't looking at the reference, which is why you should always have reference all over your desktop. So I deleted it and thought of a second way. The damn shape is a ball. So why didn't I just make a ball? And here we are. There's way too many polygons on here, so I deleted a few. Couple lines here and there. So grab a couple edges, scale them together, and we get this shape back more like the proper shape. It's not quite a sphere, and it's got this oblong, very odd form, like some sort of deflated marshmallow. Sorry. I'm going to do a show and tell soon. I've wrote down what I need. Everything was crooked, so I made it straight by using rotate. There. And then we have this extra ring of polygons that we don't need. So I'm going to take it and get rid of it. But first, I noticed one little mistake. I went ahead and merged these verts, so I have to get rid of them. This is the long way to doing it, but I wanted to at least show that you can break things down to fix them in 3D, just like everything else in the world. You can take it apart piece by piece and reconstruct it, renovate, innovate. Now, instead of fixing every little side, I'm gonna get rid of actually 75% of the model. See how things can get out of place? What I did was a perfect mirror. So if anything's not lined up, it's gonna show. And it did. So I'm gonna cut this off. And this. And do it again. So mirror, if you see in the bottom left corner of the viewport, I need to mirror in the x-axis on the negative, and I'm just cleaning up the vert. So mirror x, and then mirror z in the positive. There we have it. Perfectly symmetrical. Now, I just do a quick bevel to clean up that edge so it's not so sharp. delete the extra polygons, and then minor cleanup. So, the king is done. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you very soon. I am going to get another video done tomorrow for you. The show and tell or the glass spheres. So thank you. Have a good night.